The wife of the man being sued by John Magnier, that's Mr. Thomson-Moores, his wife gave evidence there on Friday last week in the High Court. She says that the couple have been steamrolled into litigation that they could not afford. Anna Thomson-Moores, she's the wife of the gentleman who's being sued over this barn estate, purported purchase by John Magnier. She says the family had to take out commercial loan in order to fight the case taken by Mr. Magnier. This case, remember, is being taken place in the commercial court in the High Court. So the commercial court is for cases of over a certain value. It used to be €1 million. I think it's probably still €1 million, although I'm not sure whether that was ever increased or not. But she says that the billionaire bloodstock man, Mr. Magnier, allegedly threatened any sale of the barn estate to anyone other than him, as he claims was agreed between the parties, would put the defendants in litigation for years and cost, quote, millions. Anna Thomson-Moores, she's the wife of Richard Thomson-Moores, she told the High Court that the family had to take out a commercial loan in order to fight the case taken by Mr. Magnier over the collapse of the alleged deal for the land, the barn estate. Magnier wants the court to enforce a €15 million deal he claims he agreed with Mr. Thomson-Moores in a handshake deal for the 751 acres of land in County Tipperary in August 2023. Magnier claims that handshake deal was done at Mr. Magnier's Coolmore home. In her evidence there last Friday, Anna Thomson-Moores told the defence barrister Martin Hayden, Senior Counsel, that on September 7, 2023, 2 weeks after the claimed handshake deal, Mr. Magnier called to Barn with his son JP and met the Thomson-Moores, who told Mr. Magnier they had to work through tax issues and involve the trustees of the estate to complete any deal. Ms. Thomson-Moores said at the end of that conversation their estate agent John Stokes, who had walked out with the Magniers, returned to the house with 2 brown envelopes given to him by JP containing a total of €50,000 in cash, about which she felt, quote, uncomfortable, and told Mr. Stokes this. Ms. Thomson-Moores told Mr. Hayden, Senior Counsel, the money was put in their safe at Barn and that the following morning they decided to return the money as Ms. Thomson-Moores was now very uncomfortable with the situation. The Magnier side has told the court that the money was taken, or was a token rather, of appreciation to the Thomson-Moores for letting the Magnier side onto the land before any sale was finished or finalised. The Magnier side was ultimately gazumped by Irish-born US-based construction magnate Maurice Regan. He offered $22.25 million and he was made the preferred bidder. Mr. Regan is not a party in this case. The Magnier side has soon sued the Barn estate, Mr. Thomson-Moores and 3 companies of a Jersey group seeking to enforce the purported deal, which they say had been unequivocally agreed. The Barn defendants say there was never any such agreement, as they needed the consent of the trustees to finalise any agreement, and subsequently they preferred to sell the estate to Mr. Regan. The Barn estate has been held for the benefit of Mr. Richard Thomson-Moores and others by a Jersey trust. Magnier claims the deal had been agreed at the kitchen meeting and that there had been no mention of it being subject to trustee approval, which he has said to the court on numerous occasions. Miss Thomson-Moores told the High Court on Friday last week Mr. Magnier was told a number of times before the alleged deal that any agreement was subject to the consent of the trustees. Both sides entered into an exclusivity agreement from the 31st of August to the 30th of September 2023, stipulating the estate would not permit itself or its representatives to solicit or encourage any expression of interest, inquiry or offer on the property from anyone other than Mr. Magnier. During September 2023, said Miss Thomson-Moores, Mr. Regan had offered around $20 million for the estate, but the trustees recommended honouring the exclusivity agreement with Mr. Magnier. Miss Thomson-Moores said she was frustrated that the trustees were not looking at the higher offer at all. After the expiry of the exclusivity deal, she said there was a flurry of calls in early October 23, during which time Mr. Stokes told the Thomson-Moores Mr. Magnier had told the estate agent he would take the matter to court and, quote, tie this up for years and millions in litigation. Ms Thomson-Moores said a commercial loan was taken out by the defendants under Barn Estate Limited to provide liquidity to defend the Magnier action. "We did not have the means to defend these proceedings without a loan," she said. "I think it's important to have access to justice, and we were being steamrolled into proceedings because of a lack of cash, and it would not be fair. It felt like an onslaught of proceedings that kicked off very quickly," she told the court. Ms Thomson-Moore, she's a solicitor, said the stress and impact of the proceedings initiated against them had been enormous and that this had become oppressive. She said it had also delayed the family's plans to move to her native Australia to attend to the health needs of their son, who needs around-the-clock care. The case continues before Mr Justice Max Barrett in the Commercial Court, High Court in Dublin, and this report that I'm relying on is from Paul Nealon in the Irish Times, reporting last Friday on the evidence last Friday of Anna Thomson-Moore.